What's up, kitty cat? Yeah, I'm fiddling with my cam. I don't know why it has that little circle around it. I don't know what's going on there. If I do this, it like crops it out. I'm trying to do the wide angle. Have to like, I guess there's a balance. It's so weird. How are you doing today? I'm trying to figure out what I'm talking about today. And then of course chess stuff. There's always chess stuff. I'm also trying to figure out what I'm wearing. I don't know. I don't really like what I'm wearing right now. I really don't. Although I only have like 3 outfits. Like I need to go shopping. Okay, let's. Fix this hair problem. Okay, how's that? Still very much see the incision, the scar tissue. Takes like a year. Yeah, there's like a big separation. It's gonna look good, don't worry. Random games? Random games in general, random chess games, whatever. I stole the idea from Soda Pop, and he was like playing a bunch of random different indie games. And I kind of stole it. I mean, that's what artists do, right? Wait, she thinks she's an artist? I am an artist. And I also talk about myself in the third person sometimes. There's a weird situation with, I have a lot of peace of mind knowing that I added a 5-second delay to like all my filters, like a random like a 5-second render delay to like my webcam folder, to my display capture folder, to all my audio. Which MMORPG? Are you talking about some MMORPG that's free? Which one? Which MMO? I'll play pretty much anything. I'll at least give it a try if it's free. Okay, I need to switch shirts. I also need to switch bras. This bra... Okay, I am not big enough to support a bra. At least the bras, I need to get fitted for a bra. I have not actually been fitted for a bra in like the 4 years since I started growing breasts. Okay, like I wear like yoga tops or like racer top, like bicycle tops, like fitness wear because I'm kind of small. I'm small breasted. But if I actually had like a bra like fitted, I would actually be able to, like, you know, not worry about, like, a nipple falling out. I wouldn't look so awkward. But I don't know. Let me switch, okay? So I'll be right back, okay? Okay, now, like, what is going on? There we go. Yeah, see, and then I have a problem with this. I have a problem with this one. Where it's like... I don't know. All sorts of issues. I don't really... I don't know. I need some outfits that showcase my cleavage. I don't have any. I don't have any real outfits. God damn, I hate being poor. It's okay. I'll fix it one day. I'm working on it. I just gotta get this surgery. I'm going back to college. I'm gonna get like some certificates for like related to accounting and business. Like specifically like accounting. I want to eventually get a CPA license. And also doing business marketing. Because I'm very fascinated by the concept of marketing. And you know, if you can't beat them, join them, you know. Because I do think that marketing is modern day marketing is so fucking toxic, and I could complain about it, I could become affected by it, or I can actually like become a part of it and maybe do something about it. What major are you? I'm actually a music major, Atomic Bomb Tendo. I'm all over the place. I have not ever like officially had, I don't know, now I have a very clear career path ahead of me. But I'm gonna want to know it. I'm gonna want to know how to do my own books as a self-employed potential business owner. I have business ideas cooking, but right now I don't have the capital to really invest into a business. So I kind of want to, like, you know, run my own self-employment for a while, and then slowly expand. So I'm not an entrepreneur quite yet. You need capital to do that, and I need to build up some capital. It's gonna take a number of years. I have a second 5-year plan coming in. Okay, next year I'm starting on the next 5-year plan. I want to get myself moved out of my hometown, not because I hate my hometown, but mainly because I just need to get away from all the things that shaped who I am today. I mean, some of those things are good, obviously. A lot of those things are good. But I want to get away from, like, you know, this is why my new 5-year plan is, like, involving, like, perfecting my self-employment, and, you know, saving up capital so I can invest in some entrepreneurial opportunities, while I'm pursuing certificates in accounting and business marketing. Because with those certificates in hand, I can have a few extra opportunities, potentially. And it's all potential, right? It's all potentiality. None of it is guaranteed, especially in today's world. Jesus Christ, what is going on with my hair? See, like... Okay, I also need to... Okay. Little sunscreen as a primer. with some water. Help lock in moisture, I suppose. We got 122 creamy beige. It's usually what I use. Depending on how tan I am, it's generally the same color as my skin. It's generally the same tone as my skin. Your fingers are actually pretty good at blending, according to experts I've listened to. I generally try also less is more kind of approach. I need to clean some stuff off. Got some in my eyeball. Uh-oh. I kind of even the powder out a bit. It's a little too much. I'm still learning, okay? I don't usually wear makeup. So don't judge me. I'm working on my teeth, okay? I'm going to the dentist. It's gonna take some time though. I'm also like flossing every day and brushing and all that. I tried makeup before. I never really did makeup before transitioning because I wasn't committed to anything. It took a lot. It took starting hormones to transition, really. I don't know. It took a lot. Okay. And then also I had to have facial surgery because I did not feel yeah, judge me, Toy Sicer. Judge me, judge me, judge me. Judge me, judge me, judge me. Yay, I'm being judged. No, it took me a lot. I did not feel comfortable wearing makeup with my facial structure the way it was before. Now I don't really have any excuse except for lack of practice. I probably could have feminized quite a lot with makeup, but I don't really feel like that meant anything. Because honestly, I don't really care what other people think. I care what I think. Okay. And like, I just don't really feel comfortable. I didn't really feel comfortable with makeup, like, because it's like, it just felt like I was just covering things up, and that's not really what makeup is. Makeup is, you know, there's a difference between beauty and cosmetics. And also, like, cosmetics are temporary. Whereas getting an 8-hour facial surgery is permanent. So, it's not necessarily about looking a certain way, but it is. It's not necessarily about like what other people think, but it is, because if less people see features on my body that are a result of my first puberty, the less shitty I feel. Like, that's kind of how it works for me. Because it's just like, it's one thing if people accept me, but like when I look in the mirror or look on myself on camera, you know, obviously I do understand there's other issues like lighting. I have a really good camera, but I don't have a really good studio environment. I don't have reflector. I could probably make a cheap ass reflector, but I'll do that next month, I think. I don't have the budget this month to do any kind of purchases. I could get a cheap ass reflector material. You know, I don't know. I'm only 5 months after facial surgery, and like the doctors were telling me that it's gonna get even better over time. So I think I'm doing pretty well considering I've been only 5 months out of surgery. Yeah, a lot of people start very young. I didn't start transitioning until 4 years ago, like when I was 31. So I had to go through, I mean, I wasn't super particularly masculine to begin with. If anything, I was like kind of on the masculine side of androgynous. But switching up the hormones and getting surgery, like my testosterone is down to 10 now. It was 12 at the beginning of the year, which is the lower end. The lowest end, the range for healthy women is like testosterone level of like 2 to like 36. And mine was down to 12 at the beginning of the year. I did have orchiectomy a year ago, which means, you know, obviously 4 years on estrogen greatly reduced my testosterone production. But then obviously, you know, getting rid of the things, you know, really helped a lot. It helped in more than one thing. Like, it helped in the sense that, like, I don't have these, like, balls that were, like, really getting in the way of things. But also, like, there was a lot of pain associated with it because they were slowly dying, and I'm gonna get rid of them anyway with the bottom surgery. So I'm glad I was able to get the orchiectomy ahead of time. But also, you know, since I don't produce testosterone anymore, there's not this like battle going on inside of my own body. of trying to fight against testosterone production. Even though it was dying, it was still, you know, it was dying hard. Okay, like, that's so much better. Getting the facial surgery really helped a lot. I don't know, it's just like feeling more like who I am supposed to be. And like getting this next surgery is going to be like a huge fucking deal. Okay, and I'm going to be able to slowly figure out like really like how I feel about my own body. Unfortunately, I went through male puberty, and like there's certain things that'll just never change. And my voice, for example, I can change over time by like kind of the way I speak and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of things changed. Like a lot of things changed. A lot of things. I feel a lot more centered. A lot of this is also kind of overlapping with like therapy, but I wouldn't have been able to have one without the other. Being able to like, I don't know, the chemical balance like really just took a lot of the edge off of things. It increased intensity of emotions in some areas. Like I just feel a lot more emotional in general, of like, you know, I feel like crying more often, but I feel like screaming less often and raging. I don't rage anymore. I used to rage because of testosterone. It wasn't right. It wasn't right, and it took a while to get to, you know, transitioning does take time. So like it does also give me lower energy because I have less testosterone, but estrogen kind of gives a separate kind of energy that's kind of, it's more like, I don't know, sexually, it's more of a slow burn. And I also, if I'm going to talk about sexual feelings, like, it went from, like, just needing to, like, do a quick little, like, thing, like, it's more about, like, it's a more, like, full body experience, but even, like, in the genital area, it's more inward rather than outward. If that makes any sense. I started thinking a lot clearer. I started thinking like a lot more kind of logically about things because of the emotional balance and because of the way estrogen affected me. Like it opened up the way I feel about things. It opened up my sexuality. It opened up, it freed up a whole lot of stuff. But it has been taking quite a while to adjust to it. It's been about 4 years now, so it's like now it's a matter of just getting this final surgery, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. And I just, you know, if for no other reason, which there's plenty of reasons, but if for no other reason, just getting this done so I don't have to fucking think about it anymore. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, really? Like, I am ready to move the fuck on. Like, for real. What do we got here? Oh. You guys want to do a little bit of, let's do a little bit of, I don't know if that's doing anything. I really don't know makeup very well. I need to do more practice and research. Well, here's the thing is women are actually more logical brain than men. I mean, it's on average. Like, obviously, the whole gender difference thing is really, like, case by case. And not so, like, you know... But there are sweeping things that, like, people have, like, a lot of misconceptions. Like, the female brain is actually more logical, on average, than the male brain. Why do you think that women tend to work through our emotions in a very, like, kind of, like... I feel this way because of this. I feel this way because of this. I feel this way because of it. And sometimes that logic... See, logic is not infallible. And when you use logic, sometimes you can lead yourself down traps. Which is why there's the stereotype of, like, the crazy woman or whatever. That's, like, blaming, like, totally, like, unrelated things on, like, relationship problems or whatever. Like, that there is a toxic... trap you can get into, but like it's because female brain tends to be more logical, whereas the male brain tends to be more emotional, which people don't really understand the difference between logical and emotional, because with women we get emotional because of like estrogen and also because of just drawing, like, let's cook crack. Jesse, we need to cook. It's actually, like, not what people think, because people think that, like, men aren't emotional. Men don't know how to process their emotions, and that's a social issue. But the male brain is actually exceptionally emotional. If you know, I mean, how many women do you know who've punched a hole in a wall? Like seriously, because, like, of a football game, right? That sounds like a pretty irrational, emotional issue. I was never a man. I was just, like... I was born with a very specific medical condition that made me go through male puberty and have male body parts. But I'm rectifying those. With a rectum. No, not with a rectum. Yeah, I don't know. We're just chilling right now. Don't even. You're complicating things way too much. Like, honestly, I have absolutely no idea what my chromosomes are. It's not. I don't know if it's necessarily a chromosomal thing. It's just, it's a thing. There's many reasons why some people are transgender, and I don't necessarily think it matters what reason it is, whether it's biological, whether it's social, you know, whether it's like due to other issues such as like my autistic brain developing a certain way when I was young, creating a more female-oriented brain. I love trans people too, except for myself. I hate myself. Chill. Just chill. Nobody's attacking you. Nobody's defensive. That's like, I think that's the first step, is people think that, like, when people talk about stuff that they can't say certain things. People think that, like, oh, if I say this, I'm going to get canceled. Or if I, you know, obviously if somebody's going to have a problem with that, that's their problem. Honestly, I was assigned male at birth. But there's a lot of complicated things that honestly don't particularly matter, because what matters is who I am now. You know, everybody, and also I think more people can learn from that. I think more people could stop thinking about their life being some, like, predetermined thing. In general, like, not just about biology, not just about, like, I mean, because I am changing my biology. Like, I literally have been switching my entire body chemistry for the past 4 years. It does change. It does make huge changes in your brain. It changes your body shape, which is partly, you know, it doesn't fundamentally change, like, certain biological things like chromosomes. But, like, that doesn't really matter, because that only matters when you're in the womb. Everything after that is just, I can't pass on to my to children unless medical science advances in procreation research. Like if people can just like start like getting pregnant or like, you know, basically fertilizing regardless of whatever chromosomes they have or regardless of whatever biological like configuration they have. Like if we could just like get a blood sample and then like take the DNA out of it and inject it into like an egg, like that would be pretty crazy. And that's kind of where we're heading, honestly. And I don't think there's really a difference, because what is procreation? It's literally taking DNA and passing it on into an offspring. So it's like how you get that offspring can be biological, but if we can circumvent that a different way, how is that any different? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of a them problem. I really don't think that's I think that's a problem with Twitter. I mean, with X, to be honest. You know what? It's a really good kind of example of what it's like to have a trans person in your life, because everyone still calls it Twitter and everybody still calls it tweets, but it literally self-identified as X. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not free speech, though. It's just people who think that hate speech should be free. That's not the same thing as free speech. Like, there was an issue, like, I don't want to get too far into this. I don't go into super deep, heavy topics. I'm not Destiny or Hassan. Well, I invite you not to, mentally ill. I think there's a difference between free speech, and you notice that like a lot of constitutions in the world, like particularly the United States competition, the United States Constitution, for example, does have regulation on free speech. Like you can't, for example, there's laws in a lot of places where you can't yell fire in a crowded room, like in a movie theater or anything like that. That's not free speech. That is inciting. That's inciting panic, right? But on you know, with the whole X thing, they're like defending somebody who was posting something that was like really bad and illegal content. And I'm not going to expand on that because I don't like talking about that topic here. It's very, like, I'm not Hassan, I'm not Destiny, whatever. But moving on, because it's less about this topic, it's more about, like, literally when the platform is starting to, like, defend illegal activity, but allowing, like, but like, banning people for, like, defending themselves against, like, transphobia and stuff like that, like... It's all internet bullshit. That's for real. I understand the sentiment that, like, if you don't like it, you can self-police. I get that. But, like, it does have real impact in real life. Like, for example, if somebody... Like, that guy who got raided on Facebook... Like, he got raided in real life by the FBI... because he was making, like, really, really, really specific violent threats to the president. Okay? Like, that is not free speech. That is literally, like, a statement of intention to commit a crime. So, like, there's certain things that are just not free. Like, you can't just go out and, like... You know, like, you can't... You know, there's laws for a reason. Yeah, you're starting to annoy me, so I'm just gonna ban you. I ban people who annoy me, okay? And I'm not talking about South Park. Jeez. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to do things online that you can't do offline. You know? Now there is kind of like a gray area, because obviously I am in my private room. And within the context of the platform that I'm on, there are terms of service, depending on the platform, where I would not behave on said platform if I was in public. But because I'm in the privacy of my own room, and that platform allows that kind of content, it becomes my private bedroom, but in a public area that is specifically designed for that. That is basically a bedroom, right? Yeah, I mean, but I mean, if you really think about it, I think there is like a shift where people like are like getting upset about their favorite toy changing all like this. But if you realize this, that's how the internet has always been. It's always just been like a website run or managed, like using a service like BBS systems, like web forums. It has always just been like a random like a random system administrator, or like it's been like a random like maintainer running a community basically by themselves with like some moderation teams, like back on the BBS days, and like message boards and all that kind of stuff, even like email lists. And we've treated Twitter, which is now X, we've treated X as if it was some like government entity, like it's some kind of like public road or like public libraries. It's not federally run. It's not run by any world government. It's run by a corporation that is a private business. I think they went public, so they're like a public business. It's not. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get into the specifics of that, so like calm down a little bit, Twice Slicer. But it's more like, this isn't necessarily about like you should be allowed to say whatever you want, because you can't say whatever you want, and you never have been. You know, and I know people like to laugh at the whole, freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. Like, if you yell fire in a crowded room, especially if somebody gets hurt, you're gonna face legal consequences. And it's against terms of service. Like, hate speech, some people don't understand what exactly hate speech is, and I think that's a public education problem. But what I was getting at was, like, basically, people treat X as if it's some big, giant, glorified government agency where people can, like, wage out battles of free speech on, like, it's a fucking toy. It's an internet website that people have taken way too fucking seriously. Like, what are you doing with your lives? Like, why are we treating this like it's some kind of, like, giant pinnacle of human communication? It's just a dirty website where you can post, like, weird, snarky comments and porn. Like that, that's it. Okay, it's not. People are putting way too much emphasis into it, and I think a lot of it is because a lot of people don't really have a platform. A lot of people aren't really able to have control in their lives, and the only thing they can control is they can tap on their phone. I know this because I've been doing that for like 22 years now. If it wasn't my phone, it was like on my computer, going into AOL chat, like AOL Instant Messenger chat rooms, talking on StarCraft, like Battle.net chat rooms, like going on to forums. Like, that's all it is, just a place. I mean, I understand why people are so, like, willing to die on the hill of, like, needing there to be like a town hall, which, like, I don't know what the fuck Elon Musk is doing. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes it's really hard to just see him as anything than just an absolutely insane, eccentric billionaire that, like, is really, like, starting to run his life into the ground, and maybe he feels like he's gone too far to recover, so he's just gonna double down on it. I have no idea. But Ori might be playing some 9-dimensional chess, and he really is trying to make the world a better place, first by destroying this social media bullshit, and if not, like, literally destroying the platform, but like destroying this conception inside of our head that we absolutely need to defend this at all costs. Like, you have free speech. If you get banned off of a platform, nothing is stopping you from going out in public and making speech. Yeah, I almost think, like, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and feel, and like, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and that he's just trolling. And that he's doing this on purpose to speed this along. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But at this point, I don't know if he's like just gone insane or not. Will I ever play Mahjong? I don't really know Mahjong. No, I don't show feet for free, Bill. Oh wait, yeah, she shows that for free. Okay. Not on stream. Oh, what were we gonna play? Adventure Quest? What the fuck is Adventure Quest? Somebody said to play an MMO called Adventure Quest. Adventure Quest 3D. How come I've never heard of this? Real-time combat? Randomly occurring dungeons? Let's give it a try. Oh, I gotta... I'm gonna log in with Facebook. On Steam. Hey, Bill is just down bad, okay? Go take care of that and then come back. What happened to what happened behind the scenes? No, then I needed to log. I needed to like log into stuff. Why is there a new folder? Okay, let's give this game a try. Their music. Oh, I'm gonna have to change the fucking graphic settings. Okay, now I'm frozen. Probably because the graphics setting. Is this game a virus? No, I think it's just a freaking scuffed ass game. Okay. I can't even get to the graphics settings until probably after I make a character. Really ugly hair colors. Uh, Uh... Yeah, let's just go. Okay. I think I need to change the graphics options. Borderless. Because we have a life without borders. Okay, so now what's going on with my camera? Do I need to just re-enable it? There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, what's... Okay. Server select. Okay, let's give this a try. See what this game's all about. Movement's kind of weird. Oh. Walk to weapon. Yeah, the movement's weird. Oh. Okay. Yeah, very Adobe Flash looking, for sure. Somebody, a chatter recommended I play it, so just giving it a try, seeing what it's all about. Okay, I got a cloak. It does kind of... It is kind of somewhat enjoyable already. Nice, I got dragon crystals. Nice, I got pet feed. Nice, I got silver prowler boots. Gotta slay the bone berserker. New stats. How do I see, like, my abilities and what they do? Oh, you can auto attack if you right click it. Nice. Yeah, if I right click it, it'll just auto attack. Is there a keybind for that? You can target party members with F1 through 4. F for close loot, loot all. Inventory is I. How do I see my abilities? Oh, skills. There we go. I got a passive. Damage over time effects do 40% more damage, under 25% health. Auto attack. Every third hit poisons. Apply 3 stacks of poison at once. Toxic surge. Stab an enemy, consuming up to 4 stacks of poison. Oh, so you want to do poison strike and then toxic surge as a rotation. Like 3 auto attacks, poison strike, toxic surge, and then you can do heavy poison with that. And then ultimate is venom dance. Okay, and you could just actively apply stacks there. Death? Good morning. What's with the grim look? Am I dead? Yes, you have been dead a long time. But I can restore you to the land of the living for a favor. Well, I mean, because then you could still free to play, and then microtransactions are just you know, they make a lot of money. So someone has taken the key to the land of the dead. I need you to get it back. Wait, death is locked out of the land of the dead? Don't rub it in. The key was taken by Vane, the so-called Void King. So if I find this Vane guy and retrieve your key, you'll bring me back to life? Yes! And until you complete my quest, you cannot die! You mean I'm immortal? Indeed, but you can get hurt plenty. Oh, fun. Go, my champion. Find Vane the Void King and retrieve my key. I boosted your XP gain to get you started. Meanwhile? They spelled meanwhile wrong. Meanwhile, I have to go find somewhere to crash until I can get back into my place. So basically, he wants to go play Wrath of the Lich King. You'll need to break the chains that bind the door ahead. Attack it with everything you have. Send Vane back to the land of the dead and return my key. Attack the door. Death's door. What's over here, though? That's way too up close. Yeah, that's where I came from. Okay. Nice, I got a treasure chest. I got rewards. I got a treasure chest. Oh, not the daily. Or no, did I? I thought I got a treasure chest. But it was lying to me. It was lying. Okay, let's attack this damn door. Ah! The light! It's bright and shining in my face. Confront Vane. I need to confront Vane. Are there any mounts? Because if there's mounts, that would help a lot, because I'm running really slowly. Is that Vane? I figured an epic quest would take longer. Is this Final Fantasy? Haha, Rebecca Lauren, Death chose you to be his champion? You know who I am? Do you? In your first life, you were a legend. Well, I mean, that's kind of true. But that was long ago. People no longer sing songs of your deeds. That's too bad. Now give me the key. I would hope that the great Rebecca Lauren would be something of a challenge, but like your memory, your strength and skills have withered away. Still, you're welcome to try and take it from me. Ah! He's gonna kill me. What an asshole. Okay, I'm gonna go get him. Is that all you got, Void King? I will make you wish you could die. You got cinematics. Pretty good for a 200 megabyte game. Oh my god, I just got crushed by a boulder. I just crushed the boulder. I'm really going to need that key. You made a mistake accepting death's deal, Rebecca. The key no longer serves death, and this world is bound for the void. I can't kill you yet, but you are powerless to stop me. See for yourselves. Ouch! Jesus Christ, dude. What the hell? Like flying across this. What the hell? This game is awesome. It's such a meme. Okay, I gotta talk to Affleck. I mean, Sir Aldrich. You there? Okay. Okay, they're attacking. Void Rakar are attacking the keep. Guardians are holding them off. We must stop them from discovering the secret hidden inside. Wielding the power of ancient dragons, Guardians are the sworn defenders of this world. Our base, the Guardian Tower, is located not far from here in the legendary town of Battleon. Note, becoming a Guardian is the best way to support Adventure Quest 3D's weekly releases. It is a one-time fee that oh god, here we go. It is a one-time fee that unlocks a class, armors, weapons, access to the Guardian Tower, and a bonus storyline that will span across the game. See, I don't want to do that. Yeah, it costs $20 to become a Guardian? Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, there's no way to do that. That sucks. In order to become a Guardian, you have to like pay $20 for this bullshit, stupid ass game. It says how many stacks you have of poison. Is that AoE? Rig. Okay, I think it puts the highest armor on top. Oh, I think the stacks of poison are per mob. I don't think they're individual. Oh, should I change the category? Actually, I'm probably gonna log out right now. We'll play this some other time. So let's get to some chess, okay? Like this is a huge distraction. This is a huge distraction. We're gonna play some chase, okay? Okie dokie. Yeah, take the rook. Pawn takes. Oh, music. Oh, there's a rook here, obviously. So takes and oh, how about this is guarded, so I'll just take and then rook. This is checkmate. Okay, rook, double check, checkmate. Oh. Checkmate. Check. Mate. check. Mate. Not exactly as I calculated, but pretty close. Pretty dang close. Oh shit, we got Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage. I remember that game like on Sega Genesis. I get a rook. What? Oh! Damn it. There was checkmate. Focus, Becca. God dang it. Focus, Becca. Focus, Rebecca. Okay, come on. Are you a 90s kid? Yes. I was born in 1988. I am millennial. Okay, check. Rook sacrifice. Check. Mate. Becca. It's time for some grapes. Grapes are great. I actually never did own an N64. Now my cousin let us borrow his. At the time I didn't get to play Ocarina of Time, but I did play Banjo-Kazooie. And I got the special ending too. Where they gave you the the teaser of Banjo-Tooie. What? Oh. Okay, winning a bishop. Bishop sacrifice for a queen. Double attack. Oh. Okay. Oh. Duh. I'm stupid. Oh, it's actually a... There was like a little almost raisin there. What is my blood sugar? If it's so low, I need to like drink some orange juice because the grapes are probably not going to get fast enough. No, it's fine. It's 115. It's fine. It's actually at like a really good level right now. I am gonna eat some of these, like, if my blood sugar, if I haven't eaten and my blood sugar is going down to like 100 or below, then I need to eat something. If it's below 100, especially if it's below 70, then I need to drink like something really fast, like orange juice, and especially if it's continuing to dip. If it goes below 25, I have to get like glucose into my system as fast as possible. I actually don't have glucagon shot. I really should get an emergency glucagon shot, because if it goes into like below 20, someone actually needs to inject me with like a shot. Otherwise, I can go into a coma. I got these like little rice cakes with like chocolate on it. Yeah, you can generally feel it, although it's important to test because sometimes you feel like you're actually low. Like sometimes you feel like you're low, but you're actually high, like high blood sugar. And as long as it's within a normal range, that's pretty fine. Like, I don't have to take insulin unless it's been over 180 an hour an hour after eating, like a genuine like carbohydrate filled meal. Like a standard like kind of if you go with the plate method, like you generally want like half of your plate to be like protein and fat. I mean, to be like vegetables. I mean, and then like a quarter of your plate to be like meat or protein and fat, and then a quarter of your plate being carbohydrates. And you want to be able to be like after a full meal, an hour afterwards, it should be around 180. And if you and if it doesn't go down, you need to take insulin. Like after that, like if it doesn't start to go down, if it keeps going up, especially. But I take glargine, which is a long-acting insulin, and I've been able to manage my diabetes very well with almost entirely just using glargine. There is another insulin called Lispro that is fast-acting, but you generally don't need unless you're like over 200, like for a while after you've eaten. Or if you eat like something with a lot of sugar content or a lot of carbohydrates. Like if you eat like a bunch of cake or donuts, you generally don't want to be like, insulin doesn't just magically take away. You do not want to be taking so much insulin, like the ups and downs in your body trying to process the blood sugar. It really takes a toll on you. And so generally you want to be able to keep your basal blood sugar, which is your blood sugar, like pretty much like fasting. Like you want to keep that pretty steady. And I was diagnosed in 2008. And during that time, that's when I started having conversations with my doctor. Well, that's when I started having that's when I started having conversations with my primary care provider about my gender dysphoria. Oh, this chocolate hurts my teeth. Damn, I got carrots. Yeah, people have a lot of misconceptions about diabetes. Like, I'm type 1. It just means that instead of making my own insulin, I have to take it. Although, it's a lot easier to manage your diabetes, and everybody should live this way, honestly. If you have a healthy pancreas with healthy beta cells, which is what creates insulin, if you have a healthy pancreas, it's going to put a lot less toll on it and a lot less toll on your body if you eat healthy, because otherwise your pancreas is going to keep creating insulin to overcome like all those diet problems. And over time, that can lead to like pre-diabetes, depending on how like predisposed to it genetically. Nobody really knows what causes type 2 diabetes or type 1, really. But if you wear out your pancreas enough, eventually it's going to crap out, you know? What's going on here? I wonder. Duh. Rune Factory 4? Why can't you romance the guys as a guy? You know that gay men exist, right? Oh, okay. It's a game function. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I thought you meant like in role playing. Wow, how heteronormative. What even is Rune Factory? Oh, it's like Harvest Moon. Yeah, it's like Harvest Moon. I get it. Yeah, Harvest Moon on the SNES was like Stardew Valley. I mean, I guess Stardew Valley is like Harvest Moon on the SNES.
Here's a cut the bullshit game review for Stardew.
Yes, types are kind of oversaturated.
You have same-sex romance? That's good. I like my same-sex romance. You know, I feel like people should stop completely labeling their sexuality before they've even had given themselves a chance to find out if they're attracted to someone. I think people should stop doing that shit. Like, oh, I'm only this or I'm only that. Like, what? Pansexual life. I wonder why not... Oh, I guess preventing checkmate. There. I had a healthy snack. I ate grapes And then I ate some rice cake with chocolate on it. And then I ate carrot sticks. Or baby carrots. I ate healthy today. I had healthy breakfast too. I had hamburger meat with some taco seasoning. With a bunch of kale. And I still have 2 more servings left for the day. Like after the stream, I'm probably going to eat the rest of that. I mean, for dinner, I'm going to have, after the stream and then for dinner, I'm going to have the rest. But it was hamburger meat with taco seasoning with a bunch of kale, which kale is like a superfood. It has like a lot of, it has protein, it has calcium, it has potassium. And then it also had, I also put some eggs. It's like some, like egg whites or whatever. It's like one of the eggs in like a carton. And then, some mozzarella cheese. Some mozzarella cheese. I had some mozzarella cheese. Okay, I had some mozzarella cheese, okay? Some mozzarella cheese. And that was it. I think. Linseed? What's linseed? Yeah, that's hella good. That's good to have like a steady breakfast that has a lot of energy in it and a lot of like protein and stuff. Now, cinnamon powder. You have to be careful with cinnamon if you're diabetic. Especially supplements. A lot of people will... There's people that'll always like go online to like research things. And they'd be like, oh, if you're diabetic, take cinnamon supplements or have a high diet high in cinnamon or whatever. But like you want to go to your doctor because taking cinnamon supplements especially, but even just having a diet high in cinnamon will like severely affect, it'll lower your blood, it'll increase your sensitivity to insulin. And if you're already taking medication for that as a type 2, or if you're taking insulin as a type 1, that's going to affect your blood sugar levels, which is going to affect your basal levels, which severely affects your health in a lot of different ways. Like when I'm super high blood sugar, or if I like kind of fluctuate a lot, I pay the price. Like I get really moody, and I'm, you know, obviously, and then the estrogen mood swings affect me more. Because insulin is actually a hormone. If you didn't know that, insulin is actually a hormone, just like Cortisol is a hormone, I believe. Yeah, let's actually Google it. List of human hormones in the body. Yeah, cortisol is a stress hormone. Estrogen, HGH, insulin, the fat storage hormone that regulates metabolic processes and allows organs, liver, and fat to absorb glucose. So if you don't make insulin, you have to inject it. Otherwise, glucose stores in your blood. And when it's stored in the blood, that means it's not being used by your organs. And what happens is you'll start burning fat, your long storage lipids, like your long storage, your long energy storage, like fat. It'll start burning fat to power your organs. And what happens is that'll release what's called ketones into your bloodstream. And you'll have what's called ketoacidosis. So insulin is really, it's a hormone that tells your body how to regulate like glucose, energy distribution of glucose into your organs. And, testosterone contributes to sex drive and body density. Adrenaline is epinephrine hormone, is known for the fight or flight. Oxytocin is the feel-good hormone. I mean, influence bonding between there's a lot of stuff that goes into oxytocin, like petting a dog, hugging a friend, kissing. Parathyroid hormone helps. This is a. There's all the different hormones in your body. So it's more than just estrogen and testosterone. Like, literally, our whole body is a system of hormones. Like, it's just crazy how much of our lives are actually dictated by hormones. Parathyroid. Muscle body maintain adequate calcium stores to protect bone. ACTH, also called adrenocorticotropic. Adrenocorticotropic hormone stimulates the synthesis and secretion of steroid hormones called glucocorticoids from the adrenal cortex. In prolactin, in females, the hormone causes the corpus luteum to produce estrogen and progesterone. So, since I was assigned male at birth, I don't create my own estrogen. So, I don't create testosterone anymore either. Testosterone plays a key role in the development of that. As well as promoting secondary sexual urges. There's a lot of stuff that it does. It's also in females. Like, both males and females produce testosterone and estrogen. Estradiol. Estrogen, steroid hormone, the major female sex hormone. Regulation of estrous and menstrual female reproductive cycles. Triodothrionine, also known as T3, is a thyroid hormone. affects almost every physiological process in the body, including growth and development, metabolism, body temperature, and heart rate. And so, like, basically, health is about regulating the balance of all your hormones. Like, if people like truly understood like how much hormones play a role in their health, and how any kind of activity, any kind of any kind of activity, any kind of diet that you have, like your thought processes, like the way you think and respond to things, even thoughts, changes the way your body produces these hormones. And if they go out of whack, you start to have issues with your body, physiologically and mentally as well. Oh yeah, ghrelin, it's the hunger hormone. It increases the drive to eat. And they're highest before meals, when hungry, and returning to lower level after meal times. And also, obviously, I'm not a doctor, but from what I understand, is when people have deficiencies in these hormones from like a medical condition, like some people probably don't really have a ghrelin, a high enough ghrelin concentrate in their body to know when they're hungry. And I think there's like a disease disease that makes you not know when you are hungry. People with Prader-Willi syndrome want to eat constantly because they never feel full. What's the other one? Oh, hypophagia. Yeah, undereating. There's got to be something that's like, what is a human condition that reduces ghrelin levels? Yeah, this is not really working out. Yeah, dieting has been known to stimulate ghrelin secretion. So when you diet, it actually makes you more hungry. It also decreases leptin levels, which is known as the satiety hormone. So you don't feel as satiated when you diet, especially like fad diets. There's no such thing as a diet. There's just a healthy diet, which is going to be very unique to your body. And it's pretty normal for most people to have a similar healthy diet. Like, some people have special dietary needs. This is why you talk to your doctor. You don't go on Google. There's too much stuff to make a differential diagnosis for a layperson or even a doctor to diagnose themselves and to prescribe a certain regimen of whatever. Yeah, so if you diet, you can lose weight short term, but then you get more hungry because you stimulate the hormone of the hungry hormone, and they also decrease your leptin levels, so you'll feel less satisfied. Oh, you're vegan? Yeah, peanut butter's great. When this song came out on OC Remix, everybody kept labeling it, like on the sharing platforms. Everyone kept labeling it as System of a Down. But it's called One Up Mushroom. They're just a video game cover band. And like people kept labeling it as System of a Down. They're like, "Oh, System of a Down did Zelda." It's like, no, it's not System of a Down. Like, what the fuck? It's like Maiden 1's 21 deep? Or Maiden 2, wait. I did not look. Oh well. Let's jump right in. No, his name is Link. Zelda is the princess. And she's also like, she's also genderqueer. According to, in the Ocarina of Time version at least. Because she cross-dresses as a male. Hey, Breecart. I'm good. I'm just kind of getting through another day. Some stuff stressing me out as usual. Usually Sundays are my hardest because I can't actually really get anything done. And I feel like really stressed out when I can't do anything. Like when all I have when there's like, you know, like places are closed on the weekend. I can't like make phone calls and take care of business. You know, I can't like deal with like issues that come up with like, you know, like stuff that because they're usually only open like Monday through Friday. There's usually nothing really going on Sunday for me. And so I can't really like deal. The way I deal with my problems is by actually dealing with the problem. You know, I don't like going in circles. I hate it. I hate going in circles. That's why I don't really journal as often. I'm trying to be more focused with my journaling. Where I go with like a prompt for a very specific like problem solving that I'm doing. With like a you know, like with like a specialist. Like you know? Like with therapy and stuff like that. Like I like taking care of things. I don't like you know, making myself feel better just by talking. It makes me feel worse. Because I hate feeling like I'm not accomplishing anything. But sometimes I have to accomplish something by not accomplishing something. Because I get so stressed out that I freeze. And I'm not able to accomplish anything. Because I get so worked up over something that I have no control over. And so, you know, that's what Mondays are for. I need to learn how to experience Monday. And how to let the weekend just be. Like I need to learn how to have fun. I need to learn how to do nothing. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, because I'm working so hard to solve something, I end up like not solving it. Yeah, I mean, I'm learning. I'm getting better. I know that, like, I talk about stuff on stream, but that's because I'm actually improving. Like, I'm actually working on these things. And, like, a lot of the times when I seem like I might be upset or stressed out, that's because, like, that's the process. Like, that's part of, like, me experiencing the change. If I you know, it's not like a complaint. I know some people, they see that kind of behavior as, like, a complaint. Like, that's not what it is at all. And the people who, you know, the people who are very aware of my situation, like, you know, like my therapist and stuff like that, you know, they're very aware of this. And it's like, I'm actually like a workaholic. I know it might not seem like it to some people because I like am unable to like really maintain a job at this point in time. But that doesn't mean it's going to be like that forever. I'm working on it. Like, I'm getting there. It's going to take some time and a lot of practice. I'm going back to college, and I signed up for classes. I had like a back to school thing on Saturday. I was around people. Like, I was playing chess with people. Like, I brought my chessboard. And I set up at a table, and like a couple people like would come up to me and we'd start a conversation. Chess is a great icebreaker. Like, if people see chess out in public, they'll ask if they can play. You know, it's a huge icebreaker. And I don't shy away anymore to social situations. Like, things are a lot different now. You know, a lot of it is estrogen really changed a lot of things. It really did. Like, I'm a lot more happy to speak to people now. Like, I'm very sociable. And I'm realizing that I was like that the whole time. I just didn't allow myself to. And of course, you know, the hormones themselves do a bunch to help that as well. You know, it kind of, I like it better. I like being very sociable a lot better. Yeah, that was a mistake. Nice. Checkmate. Andreas! 78. Okie dokie. Oh, meh. Not sure what I'm doing here. Nice. Woo! That was good. Yeah, there's some stressful stuff, but you know what happens is, like, I already know through, you know, stuff that are like, you know, hiccups in, like, you know, the medical system. They're just technical problems, and they will all be resolved. My surgery is happening. That's what matters. But, you know, there's, like, hiccups with, like, you know, stuff. It's, like, frustrating. Like, it's just paperwork stuff, really. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's all just technicalities that are going to be solved. Worst case scenario, there's still payment plans to be able to pay for my surgery. At no time is my surgery being taken away. Like, I keep believing that, like, there's this, like, delusion that I have. That's, you know, I think it's because I'm so used to not having, like, good things in my life that when I actually do, these past 4 years, start to have actual things happen that are good, I feel like they're going to be taken away from me. Yeah, it's going to be in a few months. I'm, like, super happy. I'm really nervous, but I can't wait for it to be over. But it's going to happen, and, like, I'm going to be finally done with this shit of just, like, being, like, stressed out all the fucking time. I'm really fucking tired of it. I'm tired of, like, hoping that everything goes right all the time, to the point of, like, just, like, I lost, like, 35 pounds. You know, I'm getting it back now, because I'm starting to, like, you know, get my appetite back and all that. Like, I've been dealing with the stress, but it's so much goddamn stress. And this is why people end up not making it. If you know what I mean. Like, this is why. Is because there's this constant stress all the fucking time. That you just want to get the surgery to be done with. But there's so many reasons why it takes as long as it takes. Some of which are, like, just really unfair. Some of which are actually just, you know, it just is how it is. You know, some things are just how it is, unfortunately. But, you know, I'm getting through it, and it's going to be over before I know it. Really quick. Like, I mean, it's been 5 months since my facial surgery. Like, if I do that again, I would already be, like, well recovered into my... after surgery. After the bottom surgery. Like... And my face isn't going to be all swollen. Instead, my groin is going to be swollen. I kind of dealt with that with orchiectomy, but this one's probably going to be a lot more intense. I'm going to tell you that right now. But maybe it's not going to be as intense as I imagine. I've already had orchiectomy, and I'm super healthy, and I've been taking care of my pelvic floor. Like, really fucking well. I've been really taking care of my pelvic floor. Okay, like... That thing is gonna be, like, what makes this work. Like, more than anything else. Like, the doctor can do a lot. But the doctor can't make your body heal faster than it can. Your body does that by regulating your health. That's why it's so important that, like, it's not just it's not a one-way... It's not a one-sided situation. Like, it's... The doctor does the surgery, and your body does the recovery. And that's kind of how I recovered so well from my facial surgery, according to my doctor. Was because I was very careful with my diet. I was in a lot of shape. You know, had my diabetes under control. I still do. Like, that's what makes the recovery work. Like, a large portion is what a large portion is what the doctor does. And then maybe even the more important, I mean, obviously there's no substitute for a good surgeon. But it wouldn't matter as much if you were really unhealthy. In fact, sometimes the doctors don't do a surgery because you're not healthy enough. And unfortunately, some people have some genetic conditions that I'm lucky enough not to have. So instead of, like, shaming other people or feeling like I need to be shamed for or feel bad about having privilege, it's not about feeling bad. It's not about shame. It's about recognizing things and just not being a douchebag about it. Like... But yeah, I'm really, really, really nervous about anything that could potentially go wrong before it. I am pretty damn hopeful about the results after it happens, but, like, it's like all the, like, the little nitty gritty things that are all very technical that are bothering me the most. Like, if there's something that's gonna, I mean, but I need to get over that because it's a delusion. My surgery is gonna happen. It's already been ordained. Like, it's already been decided. The only one who would ever possibly end it would be me. And that's not going to happen. I would have to specifically say that like, you know, and make like you know, decline the surgery. Like, that's the only way that it's going to be taken away from me. And yeah, obviously things could delay it, but it's still going to happen. But that's what I'm stressed about, is I don't want any further delays. Like, I just want it to happen. Like, it's so frustrating. I don't like living in this loop. It's like a constant loop. Like I'm in this endless, like, circle of, like, thinking about it, worrying about it, even, like, irrationally worrying about it, with delusions that it's somehow going to be taken away from me. And I know that that's not true. Like, it's fundamentally not true. Like, I know for a fact they're not going to take my surgery away from me. That's cruel and unusual. It's actually cruel and unusual if they were to take it away from me. Like, literally for any reason. Oops. Like, this really is a life-saving surgery, and yeah, I'm at the point where it's like I'm so close that it's like, you know, I'm not any, like, I don't know, it is a really, really fucking huge drain on my life, and I can never be happy until it happens. I know that some people say, oh, learn how to be happy, it's different with this, okay? Like, this is literally something that you can never get rid of. You can never fucking get rid of this feeling of needing it. It's never going to happen. You're gonna just live with a miserable life, hating yourself. And I already know this, not because of like any kind of like, some people are like, oh, but you know, it's like, it's a case by case basis for people. But it's pretty damn consistent for trans people, you know, with these needs. It's pretty damn consistent that this is like, it's been labeled life-saving treatment for a reason. I'm kind of scared. I mean, I'm obviously scared of complications, but I'm taking a lot of precautions, and there's only so many precautions you can take. At some point, you just have to take the leap, and that's what faith is. That's actually what faith is knowing that you have to take a leap, and hopefully it'll be the leap that brings you home. Quantum leap. You know. Like, at some point, you have to just say, what's worse? The guaranteed reality of knowing that I need something and not getting it? Or the reality, the reality of, like, potential problems. Which are very low, by the way. Like, especially with a healthy pelvic floor. Like, the chances of complications are exceptionally low. Compared to, like, any other surgery. Which people do surgeries all the fucking time. In fact, I think the surgery I had on my face was probably, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't think it particularly matters. I think people blow it out of proportion because they just don't know what they're talking about. Like, a lot of medical reality is way different than what people think it is. People get all sorts of ideas in their head, but they're not doctors. You're not a doctor. Doctors deal with this. There's been research, like they've done like thousands and thousands and thousands of these surgeries. In fact, this like vaginoplasty procedures have been done since the 1930s. Like, it's just kind of weird how people just suddenly become experts, you know, just because like they believe that they are right. It's so crazy. Like, how do people get like this? Where they read something on Google and they're like, oh, but I heard this one person had regret. And it's like, obviously it's survivorship bias. Or I guess that's a bad way of putting it. But like, they see the statistics of people who've had complications and they hyper focus on that. Instead of looking at like, okay, well, those are the outliers. It's so easy to read testimonies from people who are detransitioners or people who have had regret from surgery, because those people are highly more way more likely to go on the internet and talk about it. And if all you see are the people who are going online to talk about it, that's all you're gonna see. Like, the people who are happy are probably just living their lives. They're probably not going online talking about it because they got what they needed. And they moved the fuck on with their life. And now I'm a little different because I'm pursuing content creation, so I'm kind of blasting my life out in public, but I do have fears surrounding that. But I don't think that's any different than anyone else who is a content creator. Like, I feel like I'm pretty safe. I'm not like very vitriolic or whatever. I'm not very volatile. I don't make myself into a target. I don't go after other people, etc. And even the people who do that, who are like at the very top of streaming categories and YouTube, etc., they seem to be doing just fine, and they're like asking for trouble in a lot of cases. So like, I feel like as long as I can kind of keep to myself and like stay in my own lane, have the normal like preconceptions over what it means to be in the spotlight. But people have been in the spotlight since way before the internet. People have been, I mean, it's never been quite the way it is right now. Like, it's never been quite the way where you can have like literally like millions of people watching your video and commenting on it. Where if you're live streaming, you're gonna have like a giant chat. Like, you know, there's never been anything like that before. But as far as like celebrityism or being a public figure, that's been like that since the dawn of time. Like, human beings have been making a splash publicly, like, since the dawn of human civilization, okay? Like, oh, I should have... Alright, congrats, Caraxy's Fire, Ali Sinap, and Abalulu. What was my performance rating? I got a really low performance rating this tournament. Only 1,076. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that to be scared of, but I'm not gonna let anything like that, like, determine my future. I'm not gonna let fear control me. Because it's so easy to, right? Like, it's so easy to let all these things, like, that we're worried about all the time, like, say, oh, I'm not going to make a decision because I'm afraid of what might happen. Like, if you want to live longer at the expense of your happiness, then what are you really doing? Like, the fears that I have about, you know, being a public figure, you know, first of all, I have to make it happen, so that's the hard part. But, you know, even if I were to make it happen, all those fears are really unfounded. Because people have been, like, celebrities since, like, the dawn of time. And, like, the thing is, it's just a normal part of human experience. Some people are more outgoing than others. Some people are more ambitious than others. I'm one of those people, okay? And I'm gonna make it happen. Like, I have some analytics that are telling me that I'm gonna be just fucking fine, okay? But I have to be able to get through this surgery and recover and have some spiritual, like, personal development time and stuff like that. You know, and then I can really devote myself to my career. And I think I have a really good shot. Okay? And, you know, nothing's guaranteed, but I have a really fucking good shot. And I'm also very willing to do things that a lot of people aren't. Okay? So, and that gives me an edge. When you're willing to do things that other people aren't, doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're willing to do things that other people aren't to get ahead, you're gonna get ahead. Okay, it's not a guarantee, but like it definitely gives you a better edge than somebody who's not willing to do things, right? Like when you how long will I not be online after the surgery? At least a month. I'm really gonna unplug. Like I am making a dedicated effort to completely unplug for as long as I can. But at least a month. But I'm thinking like 3 months. Like I'm completely gonna reset like everything that I'm doing on social media. Like I'm gonna be researching, gathering information, making plans. I'm gonna delete a bunch of videos off of my I mean, I guess this is my main account, but technically, like in the long term, that's really my main account. My business account. Like my professional account. My professional account, I'm gonna like delete all the videos that have evidence of the thing that I'm changing. And right after the surgery, like as soon as I can. Because I'm making a total shift in audience. Like a 100%, maybe not 100%, but like a significant percent shift in my target audience for my professional account. And so while I'm doing that, I'm going to be taking time off of social media. I'm going to continue studying for my accounting certificates and my business marketing certificates. Take the exam as soon as possible. Get all the units in college that I need for any kind of license. I think I need a bachelor's degree to get a CPA license. That's a long-term thing. And so in the meantime, I'm developing like personal I'm developing a professional portfolio, and I'm doing a lot of stuff self-employment wise. However, I am not going to shy away from other kinds of job positions. I'm going to be doing a lot of professional development over the next 5 years. I'm going to be equipping myself with a lot of things that are going to give me survivability, because I know what's important. At this point in my life, at 35 years old, I have no time to waste. Okay, I am at my prime right now, and as much as people say being 30s is a dinosaur, this is actually the best time of your life. Like, so you better use it while you have it. To like enjoy yourself, to do what you need to do, and to take care of things so that you don't have to work as hard later. Okay, that's the goal. Is like your 30s is generally when you start getting your life together. Because you know what matters now. Like all the shit that you do in your 20s, maybe you get lucky and you had your head on straight and you but then there's the thing that like you make a lot of mistakes in your 20s. And if you get early success, it just means that you can fail that much harder. Like people who get like early success financially, like they get their first million before 30, etc. Those people can crash and burn harder than anyone else. Because now they're still young in their stupid phase. But now they have like an infinite bank account or near infinite bank account, which can cause severe lifetime problems if you're not careful. Like literally like people going to prison kind of problems. Like people causing like, I don't think anything's like so irreversible, like as far as social status or whatever. But I mean, like, I think these people are going to be just fine. But like, look what Aiden Ross did to his like professional network. Like he destroyed his image. He's still young and he could still bring it back. But god damn, that guy fucked himself so hard. Like with like who he aligned himself with what he's like currently allowing and stuff like that. Like Aiden Ross is completely fucked. But he's not even 30 yet or whatever. So it's like he's just a kid. People make mistakes, okay? Like give him a chance. I think he could wouldn't you rather him like try to recover from it rather than continue to go down the rabbit hole? Like, like some people make really fucking huge mistakes in their 20s, especially if they start seeing millions of dollars in their bank account. Okay, that does something to the human mind, and I don't even know what that's like. Okay, I can kind of see the effects of it, just like everyone else watching. The millionaire people. Like I have no idea what they're going through. Okay, they have a different kind of problem than money. It's another side of the coin of money. When you have too much money and you haven't lived enough life to really appreciate it, you make some huge fucking mistakes. And some of those mistakes can be permanent. Okay, some people have really fucked up their entire lives because they just had way too much money and they had a lot of bad decisions they made. At least with me, I did all that behind the scenes. I have a head that's screwed on correctly. And I'm able to approach my career from a longevity standpoint, which means that once I start getting things rolling, I'm going to be good. Like, once I get like a bank account going, like, I'm just going to be chilling. Like, I'm going to be like, why was I so worried? Like, it's so easy to say that now, and I'm getting a little bit of tears in my eyes, but it's so easy to say that now, but I haven't done it yet. So, that's what these next 5 years are about. I'm getting my ducks in a row. Because I don't want to be in my 40s and 50s without anything prepared. Like, I'm trying to do something so that I don't have to work as hard when I get older. Because it's going to be harder when I'm older. But even in my industry, there are people who started in their 60s and 70s who have made full, like, 6 or 7 figure incomes. Okay? Like, or more in their 60s. And they just started in their 60s and 70s. So I'm starting at 35 in my industry, and I'm taking steps to be able to psychologically handle it. A lot of different steps. I don't want to get into it because it's like not safe for work to talk about. But there's a lot of steps I've been taking to be able to psychologically handle the long-term implications of my career choice. Okay, only a certain type of person can handle that career. I have yet to actually go pursue it. However, part of the reason why I need this surgery so bad is because everything about this industry that I'm in, I absolutely love. I love the work. I love, you know, I love everything about it. But the one body part that I need to change is what has prevented me from actually pursuing it. Because I've only been able to work like 2 to 3 weeks out of the year. Even though I've made like a few $1,000s out of those few weeks, mind you. And at one point, I was averaging like 300 to 600 concurrent viewers. Okay, like it's for somebody who only shows up a few weekends out of the year. I think I'm gonna do just fine once I get this surgery. And I like mentally prepare and like physically prepare, because there's a lot of physical implications. It's like with like, I don't want to talk about too much, but like, there's a lot of stuff you need to physically prepare, especially once I get surgery. It's going to take a while. Okay? I won't even be able to use her for like 3 months. Okay, so that's why I'm like, I'm going to be offline for a while. I want to lay low. I really want to lay low after the surgery. And so it's like, I don't want to take any risks with my health, especially for that. Like, I do not want to take any risks. I'm gonna, like, you know, stay indoors, read a lot of books. I'm gonna be studying a lot for that CPA exam, for example. And, you know, like, you better study because it costs like $100 to take the exam. Okay, like, so if you don't study, you're gonna fail it and you're gonna have to pay for it again. I'm pretty good at studying. I've never had a problem with reading books and then taking tests. I mean, maybe in my early elementary school days I did, but I do not have a problem with passing exams. I do that with flying colors. Okay, my problem is like the face-to-face interactions, the social dynamics, the politics. That's the problem I have, and that can be solved over time. And I'm already working on it by going back to school. So anyway, like, I'm taking some steps to make sure that I'm gonna be good in my 40s and 50s, okay? Like, I'm taking some steps right now. Okay, like, I learned from what all these people in their 20s did wrong. I've been watching, I've been paying attention. I'm kind of addicted to the drama of it all. Like, I'm kind of addicted to, like, these rich people behaving badly kind of things, okay? I think it's human nature. It's why people like reality TV. But, like, especially in, like, the Twitch and YouTube scene, like, for, like, XQC and all those people, it is kind of entertaining and distracting to be able to, like, kind of follow the gossip train. I really... It's an addiction of mine, okay? Like, it's a vice, okay? Like, but it's fine. Some people drink alcohol. I read tabloids. Like, sue me. Jeez. It's not a crime to be a gossip queen, okay? Like, a lot of people like paying attention to celebrity gossip, okay? It's normal. It distracts from my own problems. And also, as somebody who is potentially going to be in that scene one day, especially if I make some real success in my industry, as someone who's potentially going to be in that scene, I like paying attention to what's going on, so that I'm in the know. You know, I want to know those quick little jokes that I can pull out of my ass. Like I want to know all the stuff that's going on, so I know I'm not like clueless. about like, so I can basically just integrate myself into the scene with like very little transition. Like, because I'm already like aware of it. Because I have a vice for celebrity gossip, just like many other people out there. Okay, like my celebrity of choice are the people who are somewhat surrounding my industry. Okay, so it kind of makes sense from a professional point as well. You know. Either way, I'm gonna get off. no, I'm gonna get off the stream. I've been on here for like way too long. I've been on here for 3 hours. We did some chess. I'm gonna probably play some chess offline a bit later. Play some rapid games, and I'll usually do a post-mortem, and then we'll look at the game on stream next time I go live, like tomorrow. So what I do is I'll play the games, do an analysis, and then sleep on it, and then look at it the next day, and then we can also do that on stream, where I have time where I'm kind of thinking about it in the background, like it's just kind of spinning around, and then I actually look at it again, and I can see, like, you know, solidify the lessons that are learned from that game. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I hope you all have a beautiful day. And make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see next time I go live, or follow me on Twitch, whatever. You can always support me financially, but don't worry about it. I got a financial plan. That's what I was talking about, okay? I got a financial plan. I don't need money in the short term. I got money right now. Obviously every bit helps, but I got finances taken care of right now. They could be better, but those are long-term problems that I'm solving right now. I'm working on solving. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.